Hey guys, so this week's video is going to be me servicing my clutch on my 2014 Skidoo Summit X 800R. Before I dive into this, I wanted to say that I will eventually be going back and creating videos about servicing and maintaining the basics on your machines. I know the clutch has a lot of working parts to it and may be hard to understand, but right now this is just what my sled needs. So as I'm learning about it and fixing it, why not share that all with you? So to start off, we need to get our clutch off of our snowmobile so we can open it up and see what we are working with. Usually you take out your center bolt on the primary clutch and insert your clutch puller tool. In my case, my puller wasn't working and my primary clutch got stuck. So with some help, I learned and executed the old water trick. The water trick essentially creates an hydraulic press between the crankshaft and the clutch. All you are going to need is your original starter bolt, Teflon tape, and either a socket with an impact or wrench. So, in a hydraulic press, the pressure in a liquid, in our case our water, is applied by a piston, in our case our bolt, that works like a pump to create a correspondingly large mechanical force against our crankshaft. We are going to start by wrapping the threads on our bolt in Teflon tape. We are going to put enough tape around it to just fit into the hole. This is going to create a watertight seal. Next, we are going to tip the sled on its side and pour a little bit of water into that bolt hole. Start threading the bolt in. As that bolt moves closer to the crankshaft, it starts compressing that water more, although water is not compressible. So, as the bolt moves closer to the shaft, more and more pressure starts to build, and all that pressure needs a place to go, which in turn equates to enough force to pop our clutch right off the crankshaft. Before we do anything, we need to mark and make note of how everything lines up on our clutch. From factory, the clutch is balanced, so if you look on your governor cup, there will be an arrow which indicates a balance mark. Right below that balance mark is another one. Mark all of these with Sharpie. It will make for an easier reassembly. Let's start by taking our clutch puller tool and threading it into the top of the clutch. Make sure to lift the clutch off the table while holding it by the sliding sheave. Then start knocking lightly on the puller head to disengage the fixed sheave. I did not have my button retainer clips handy for this initial inspection, so as you can see, they fall out upon removing the governor cup, which is not an issue during disassembly, but necessary to have for reassembly. I took a quick initial inspection to figure out which parts I would need to order for the rebuild. I wanted to add that although I did grow up around mechanics my whole life, I am still learning this all myself. So if there is ever anything that I'm incorrect about, or if you just have an easier method, please comment and share it with me. I do not claim to know everything, and I'm here to learn.